Hey guys, we're in another day of some super powerful energetics that are definitely doing so much to help our transition into the age of Aquarius. We have Mars and Mercury still conjunct today, changing to 14 degrees. We have Uranus going retrograde. We have the sun opposing Jupiter, still in a trine to the galactic center. You guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday, August 19th, 2021. My name is Aubrey, and this is your astrological outlook of the day. And I have to tell you, you guys, I am very excited to bring you this report today. And no, it's not just because I'm a super Aquarius with 4 planets in Aquarius, and this is just so Uranian themed. It's just got me all types of excited for what this is doing for all of us collectively as we move forward with our lives, with our experiences. We are doing a lot this week, and this energy is doing it for us. So let's get into it. Let's talk about everything that is coming along with the activations today. First and foremost, you guys, we have Uranus going retrograde today. Uranus is the planet of great awakening. Uranus is the great rectifier. Uranus wakes us up. Uranus is what we rebel against so that we can realign with what is authentic, what is true, and what is really sincerely and honestly in the nature of our heart and soul. And with this planet going retrograde, this energy is internalizing. This is going to be happening on an inward level, moving forward through the rest of the summer into the fall. While Uranus is retrograde, this is definitely going to be about coming into some type of an awakening, coming into some type of a realignment on an internal level, really realigning with who we are and who we've always meant to have been deep inside, making it clear to us, and really freeing us from things that have been limiting or restricting our ability to do that for ourselves. And, you know, with Uranus now going retrograde, this was the last outer planet that was still direct. Now we are in a period of time where we have Jupiter retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Pluto retrograde, Neptune retrograde, Chiron retrograde, and now Uranus is retrograde. So you know what this really means, you guys? This means that spirit is in control. This means that we really can't predict what is going to be happening while these planets are all retrograde, but on an internal level, we know what we need to do. We are all right now being very realigned with what we need to be doing and saying, and how we need to be acting and behaving, and what we need to be creating, and how we need to be representing ourselves on being driven from an internal level, from an intuitive connection, from a place of just understanding the changes that need to happen for us in our lives, and being guided through this like internal compass and this internal navigation. And it's coming through spirit, it's coming through the cosmic blueprint, it's coming from the galactic planes, the spiritual planes. That is what is in control right now. That is what is guiding us, and that is what we need to tune into in order to receive the guidance and the assistance that we need to navigate our reality going forward. We're in the season of retrogrades. Every outer planet is retrograde. The outer planets have to do with our collective experience, and collectively as a human species right now, we are all realigning with the true inner nature of our souls and our spirits. And this is being driven also, and we know this, through the sun making an opposition with Jupiter today, while Uranus is retrograde and in a trine still with the galactic center. This means, because of the sun being in a trine to the galactic center for the opposition with Jupiter, while Uranus goes retrograde today and we still have Mercury and Mars in a conjunction, the galactic source code, frequency, energy, the cosmic planes, the cosmic blueprint, the higher heavenly forces are dictating what is unfolding at this point. and for the progression of the summer. So the number one thing that we need to keep in mind as we maneuver these energetics, as we maneuver these big shakeups and changes that are coming with this, you guys, is to not be in fear, because there is a higher power that is controlling what unfolds from this point going forward. And we just need to align with our faith, and we need to do the retrograde thing and align with what is true and authentic to us on a deep internal soul level. Okay, so that is what is going on for us with this Uranus retrograde that we're in today, and what it's really going to be meaning for us. When Uranus is the planet of expect the unexpected, and with Uranus retrograde, we can even more so expect even more unexpected. It makes Uranus even that much more unpredictable, but simultaneous to that, it also guides us from a more pure and true internal level, and it really helps us align internally with the things that are authentic and that are real and that are true to us. Okay, so Uranus turning retrograde in the midst of all of these other energetics this week is going to pack a major punch. I'm expecting big shocks, big surprises, big changes, big shakeups for sure. But any of these things that are happening, you guys, they are happening to put things right. That's ultimately what Uranus always does. Is Uranus, I call Uranus the great rectifier. Uranus comes in, takes a situation that's out of alignment, and does whatever it takes to help us make that breakthrough and to help understand where we're out of alignment and put things right in a way where they can grow organically better going forward. So that's what's going on with this energetic, and that is what is going to be going on through the rest of this retrograde process this summer. Spirit is now in control, you guys, and there may be forces that try to interfere with that, or try to intervene in that, or try to place or overlay their projections and their agendas over the top of it. But nothing, you guys, that is out of alignment with true, authentic integrity and the moral basis and authenticity is going to prevail. So, try as they might, any controllers, anything that has been trying to manipulate and limit humanity's organic progression and evolution on a soul and spiritual level is not going to work. So we can rest assured in that. We are just the galaxy, the cosmos, spirit, God, the universe is taking it from here. And we really just need to sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and rest assured in our faith that things are unfolding in the way that they need to unfold to put things right, because so much is so off kilter right now. And this energy is coming in. It's like the fixer. Uranus is the fixer. It's like the universe has hired a fixer to put things right, and now Uranus is doing that, and he's doing it by turning the tables inwards and forcing us all to experience things that drive us back into rightness, that drive us back into what's real and true. We are living our truth, and we are being forced to stand in our truth and to embody what's real to us at this point in time. And anything out of alignment with that is not going to sustain through this energy. You guys, I've literally been telling everybody that I come in contact with for this past year, ever since the new moon in Aries, I feel that nothing, no relationship, no circumstances, no contracts, no anything, no information, no belief system that is out of alignment with integrity is going to sustain through this year, and especially through 2022. So that is the groundwork for the energetics today, and it's really carrying us forward. And remember, you guys, we have this really huge full moon in Leo and Aquarius. It's a blue moon. It's the second this cycle that is happening this weekend. This energy is leading into that. Uranus retrograde. Uranus rules Aquarius Aquarius, where the second full moon is happening. And don't forget, Mars and Mercury are still in a conjunction, an exact conjunction today, you guys, and they've moved to 14 degrees of Virgo, putting them in an only 1 degree orb off trine from the exact trine to Uranus as he goes retrograde. So standing in our power, powerful messages, powerful ideas, standing up for ourselves, standing our ground, stepping into our truth, and not being afraid to cut free from anything that is limiting us at this point is emphasized with this. And with Uranus now turning retrograde, we're going to know, we're going to feel it on an internal level, and we're going to know exactly what we need to stand up against, what we need to stand up to, what we need to cut ourselves free from this week. And it could be quite explosive. It could be verbal battles. It could be, just a very inspired monologue that you have to give. It could be anything, but you're gonna know, because Uranus inside of you is gonna start to show you what's right for you and what's not. And you guys, I know a little bit about Uranus. I've dealt with Uranus like my whole life. Like I said, I'm a hardcore Aquarius. I have 4 planets in Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and I know a lot about this frequency, this vibration. And one thing that we really, really, really do not want to do with Uranus, when Uranus is involved, is we do not want to resist the changes that Uranus is trying to make. Because remember, no matter how ugly they are, no matter how uncomfortable they are, no matter what we have to lose through the process of Uranus acting, it is acting to put us in a better place. It is acting to put things right. And if we resist those changes, if we fight against those changes, Uranus is going to come through and make it way more messy than it has to be, because it's going to happen whether you want it to or not. And remember, God is in control. Universe is in charge. There's a trine to the galactic center. The galactic blueprint is being activated and is driving all of this. And if you're resisting the way that universe is trying to save you, then, you're likely to experience a much more difficult just pursuit through these energetics. So I'm really urging you guys, if something crazy happens, if something comes up, if you have to make a split second change in something and you know that it feels right, don't resist it. Don't go against it, because if you do, it's going to happen anyways. And it's better to, let universe give you the gentle nudges than to just take you and drop you on your head. It's not really the funnest way to deal with life or energetics or anything like that. So do not be resistant no matter what happens, and just have faith that you're being realigned and you're being put in a place that will be much, much better for you going forward into the future. All right. Now let's talk about these other aspects that are happening alongside of this today. So like I said, we still have Mercury and Mars in an exact conjunction today, you guys. The conjunction was at 13 degrees yesterday. Overnight, they moved together to 14 degrees. And the Sabian symbols are telling us a lot today, again, about what is really going on. And for those of you who don't know or who are new to my channel, welcome, you guys. One facet of the work I do is regarding the Sabian symbols, and what those are a group of energetics that represent each and every one of the 360 degrees of the zodiac. And whenever a planet is at any degree, we can look at the degree, we can read the symbol, and it gives us more information about the underlying function and purpose of that aspect taking place in the context of the unfolding cosmic saga, the cosmic blueprint. So I always look at the Sabian symbols because they just give more clarity and help us understand more about why and what is really going on. And we have some serious symbology that is repeating in the symbols today. And first of all, the degree of the sun. See, there's just so much going on today. There's so many things I have to talk about. There's so many exact aspects. And so I guess I'll start, like I said, with the degree of the sun. And that is 28 degrees of Leo today. And this degree, this Sabian symbol, is many little birds on the limb of a large tree. And then we have the Earth today, which is always in polar opposition to the sun, as well as Jupiter, which is in exact opposition to the sun today as well. This is a big energetic, and I'm not just saying that as an astrology pun. Jupiter blows things up, it expands everything, it's the biggest planet, and it makes things grow, and it blows up energy. It's just a very big energy. And opposite the sun today for this Uranus retrograde and Mercury Mars conjunction, this is inspiring us, inspiring our spirit, and really, really helping us to step even more so into our power and to have faith in ourselves and confidence in ourselves and trust ourselves and believe in ourselves and our ability to do it and to move forward and to grow and to thrive and to expand, okay? This is happening alongside today. And the degree of the Earth and the Jupiter, 28 degrees of Aquarius, a tree felled and sawed for use in winter. So right off the bat, we have a tree symbology being referenced twice by both the sun and Jupiter. And then we still remember we have this Mercury Mars conjunction that's happening at 14 degrees of Virgo today. They move together to 14 degrees of Virgo, and that degree, you guys, is a family tree. So the sun in opposition to Jupiter today and Mars in conjunction to Mercury today, all three of those Sabian symbols, those big business Sabian symbols, those very active degree points today are all referencing trees. So this is about our roots. This is about, what connects us to the ground, how we get our life from, and how we branch out. And the degree of the sun, many little birds on the limb of a large tree. People are going to be singing from the treetops today, you guys, and this makes perfect sense with Mercury and Mars in conjunction. Messages, information flying today all over the place. Many little birds on the limb of a large tree. It's a collective thing. We're doing it together. We are singing from the treetops about our authentic truth and the faith and the trust and the belief that we have in ourselves, in alignment with that, and that we are going in that direction, and we are talking about it, and we are singing about it, and it is very passionate, and it's inspired, and it's motivated, and it's forceful if it needs to be, and it's assertive if it needs to be, and it's aggressive if it needs to be, because we need to stand our truth. We need to stand in our power. We need to stand up for ourselves, and we need to be free to fly off of this limb, these many little birds. And then the degree of Jupiter and the Earth, a tree felled and sawed for use in winter. So simultaneous to this, we are being asked to expand our resources, to really, really cultivate those gifts and talents and blessings and unique skills that we come in with authentically, opposite the sun, the true, authentic, creative nature of our spirit. We are being asked to cultivate that, to really create it and use it as a resource that can benefit us in potentially bleak times going forward. So the guidance is very clear. We're singing from the treetops today, and we are cultivating what gives us life, what makes us feel alive, what is true and authentic and unique and special to us that we can begin to express and shine in a very expanded way with this energetic. So I feel like that is very relevant and very telling as well. And then the degree of the Mars and Mercury conjunction, a family tree. So us as humanity, as a collective family, we are standing up for ourselves. We are standing in our power, and we are defending our roots. We are defending what we came from and what we've grown from and what we're growing into, and like our heritage and our ancestors and what we've come from and everything that's led us up until this point now. And we are not going to be broken. We are not going to be overpowered. We are not going to be controlled. We are going to do what it takes, say what it takes, and swing whatever sword it takes in order so that we can protect our future too, and protect our children, and keep pristine our family lines going forward. And this also could bring up some type of contentions or, you know, arguments, or we may need to be standing up to people in our family, in our individual family as well with this. There might be some shakeups or changes or conflict within families this week as well with these energetics, as you know, some people are coming into an alignment and coming into an authentic truth that is not resonating with what the expectation of that family group is, and maybe causing some type of dichotomy or like schism or split because of the need to return to this authenticity and having to cut loose and cut free at this point in time from anything that is keeping us out of being able to do that. So it kind of works both ways. We are defending our heritage, we are defending our family lines and the future of our family lines and our collective human family, standing up and stepping into our power, but we are also cutting ourselves free from anything in our individual lives that we have felt bound to, that has kept us out of our place of power, that has limited us, and that has kept us out of the truth of who we really are and who we were meant to be and how we were born to thrive and excel and succeed and also serve the world and serve humanity. Because Aquarius, you guys, is all about how we contribute our own unique special skills, our own unique creative authenticity to the greater whole, and how we serve the collective with them, and how we fill a void that would be lacking if it weren't for our own individual uniqueness, and how by us filling that void, it brings a greater cohesion and a greater wholeness and a greater integration to the collective. And it strengthens the collective, it strengthens the human family when we contribute our own special, creative, unique gifts to the whole, where those things are missing that we can only provide. And so we are being pushed into that as well. So that. And then the last thing that I really want to say today, you guys, we have the moon also in a conjunction with Pluto today. Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn. So internally, we are also on an emotional level aligning with a new understanding and a new relationship to our own power. We are transforming, we are purging, we are purifying, and we are coming back into our power, and we are feeling it on an emotional level today. This also could indicate possibly like some emotional purging that needs to go on, or some emotional purification or transformation or healing, things from the depths being brought up. But it is for the purpose of strengthening our own internal power. And with Jupiter opposing the sun, this Jupiter's retrograde too, this is giving us more faith, more belief, more confidence, and more trust in ourselves, in correspondence and in alignment with the divine path, the divine plan going forward. We have the strength, we have the confidence, we have the ability to really step into our power and start cultivating and doing and creating by what makes us thrive, what makes us shine, what brings us back to life. We are coming back to life, you guys, with these activations this week, and it's so powerful, and this is a major turning point. And you know, I talk about how powerful these energetics are this week, but really we have to remember that this is just the progression into the full moon this weekend, which is bringing up these themes again because it's in Aquarius, and it's conjunct Jupiter. So it's all of this is going to be even more emphasized. And with this full moon this weekend, you guys, we are going to be releasing whatever it is that we have realized is definitely not in alignment with us, and that we're not going to be bringing forward with us into our personal age of Aquarius that we're moving into. Also with the moon in Capricorn today, this is talking about Saturn. Saturn moved to 9 degrees of Aquarius yesterday. The Sabian symbol of this degree is a flag, is seen turning into an eagle. So we are on the brink of something, you guys, right now. We are on the brink of rebuilding something that is going to take us to a level of freedom and liberation that we haven't even understood up until this point. It is going to break us through and break us free into a way of living and experiencing life that we didn't even know existed in terms of the amount of personal liberation and freedom that this is going to give us to really live our real life and be who we really are and do what we're meant to do and thrive and succeed in every area of life. We are coming back to life in a really big way, and it is the life that we were originally meant to live. This full moon this weekend is going to be like the ultimate rebirth for all of us, and these are the energetics that are building and that are leading up to it, and it's so beautiful and it's so divine. And again, it's all being inspired and assisted through this galactic center, this spirit, the spiritual planes, the cosmos, the cosmic blueprint. And with now all of the outer planets retrograde, spirit is in control. Everything is coming internally, tapping into our intuition, really following our gut, really following our instincts and hunches and impulses this week is aligning things for us and is putting things right and is providing solutions to problems that we maybe have been struggling with for quite a while. So that's really what is going on today. Uranus retrograde, Mercury and Mars still in an exact conjunction, but now at 14 degrees, a family tree. This theme of a tree coming up in all the big placements today. You know, our roots. What is the truth of our roots? And also, you know, in alignment with that, the degree of Saturn, or the degree of the south node right now, is at 8 degrees of Sagittarius, deep within the earth. New elements are forming. This is all about, you know, coming back into touch, coming back into contacts, coming back into a deep internal connection with what we really, really, truly, and authentically hold inside in terms of our morals, our values, our philosophies, and what's truly real and what's truly important to us, and beginning to live this life, coming back to life in a way that is motivated through our true originality of our soul and our spirit, and why we were born in this life at this time in the way that we were, with the gifts and the skills and the energy that we have. There's a purpose for it, there's a point for it, and now is the point in time where we are really being called to discover that. This is definitely going to be a period of self-discovery, self-internal realignment, and it's going to unlock and open so many amazing gifts for us going forward through this rebirth into the age of Aquarius. So that's what I have for you guys today. This is a beautiful energy, especially with the sun in a direct opposition to Jupiter. This is expanding the life force. It's expanding the faith. It's expanding the trust and the confidence. And it's really giving us an ability to start living our purpose and start speaking truth to action and start retaking control of our own lives and creating from that place going forward into the age of Aquarius, the age of self-knowledge, the age of self-mastery, the age of self-empowerment. So beautiful, wonderful, amazing day. Uranus all the way through. This is a very, very Aquarian themed day with the trine from Mercury, Mars to Uranus. Shocking, surprising changes, upsets, shakeups, verbally, in a big way. But it's to put things right. It's realigning things in a better way. And it's a very, very magical window of time, you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope I was able to provide something for you that can really just help you deal with whatever's coming up. Do not resist these changes. Surrender to the universe right now, guys. And this is a really good week to follow any impulses, gut instincts, intuitions, soul urges that come to you, because they will provide solutions to things that you've been struggling with in your life. So if you guys liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Share it with your friends if you think they would be interested. Please subscribe to my channel, you guys, and leave me comments. I love your comments. Also, any questions that you guys have about astrology or about the energetics or about how it all works, drop them in my comment box. I am going to be making some videos every once in a while where I specifically answer you guys' questions so I can help you all through this process of coming back into self-empowerment, self-knowledge, self-mastery, and being able to use this information for yourselves. And I have a Facebook group and a Facebook page. If you guys are interested, you can come over there and join as well. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow for my astrological update of the day. Tomorrow is probably going to be the day where I put out my full moon video for the weekend, because it is such a big one and we are already in this energy, and there's just a lot more to talk about. So tune in tomorrow, you guys, and I will see you then. Have a wonderful, blessed, magic day, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.